Mic check. Is it on? Distinguished members of the German and Nigerian delegations present, gentlemen of the press, good evening. Political discussion and concluding with a government to business round table. The two leaders of the largest economies in Africa and...
Good evening, distinguished ladies and gentlemen of the media. It's an honor for me to receive His Excellency Chancellor Olaf Scholz, Republic of Germany and Nigeria today. We have a very good bilateral discussion on collaboration to promote democracy, rule of law, and also to enhance a business partnership. There are several members of the delegation from private
Der
sector
Bundeskanzler
willing to invest
hat
in
eine
Nigeria.
Wirtschaftsdelegation mitgebracht.
But like I mentioned earlier on, investment is cowardly. Run away from conflict and lack of rule of law. As we continue to promote efficiency in our bureaucracy, we'll continue to adhere to the rule of law and democratic principles. We have a lengthy discussion in that area. Nigeria, as the largest economy in Africa, willing to partner with the largest economy in Europe, that is the Republic of Germany. We have a very young and vibrant population. Over
Sehr lebendig.
250 million people.
Mehr als 15 Millionen Menschen.
For investment and high return in Africa. We are ready
Diese jungen Menschen
for business. We'll discuss
geschäftlich zu betätigen.
and I believe my friend here.
Und ich habe meinen Freund darüber informiert.
Thank you very much.
Sehr geehrter Herr Präsident, lieber Freund, vielen Dank für den herzlichen Empfang hier im State House von Abuja. Das ist mein erster Besuch in Nigeria und ich freue mich außerordentlich, hier sein zu können. Gerade in diesen sehr bewegten Zeiten ist es gut, sich persönlich zu treffen. Unsere erste Begegnung am Rande des G20-Gipfels in Neu-Delhi liegt erst ein paar Wochen zurück. Umso schöner, dass wir jetzt hier sein können. Afrika ist unser Nachbarkontinent. Er gewinnt mehr und mehr an Bedeutung für uns, aber auch für die ganze Welt.
It is becoming increasingly important for us.
Land des Kontinents.
Nigeria is the most populous continent.
Südens. Die Beziehungen
Global South at large.
sind gut. Mit meinem Besuch möchte ich die Zusammenarbeit zwischen Nigeria und Deutschland weiter verbreitern und vertiefen. Lassen Sie mich 5 Punkte unserer Zusammenarbeit kurz herausgreifen. Erstens, Nigeria ist ein wichtiger Markt und Partner für die deutsche Wirtschaft. Im vergangenen Jahr hat sich unser Handelsvolumen um 50% erhöht, von 2 auf 3 Milliarden Euro. Das ist ein gutes Zeichen, aber da geht noch mehr. Ich bin überzeugt, dass unsere Unternehmen großes Potenzial für Zusammenarbeit haben und es hat sich auch gezeigt. Die Wirtschaftsdelegation, die mich hier auf meiner Reise begleitet, hat Interesse daran, hier in Nigeria neue Abschlüsse zu tätigen und auch vorzubereiten. Und so hoffen wir zum Beispiel bei der Presidential Power Initiative spätestens mit dem Compact with Africa in Berlin zum Abschluss zu kommen. Beim gemeinsamen Abendessen nachher werden wir über Chancen und Herausforderungen für den Wirtschaftsstandort Nigeria weitersprechen können. Und morgen werde ich mich in Lagos mit Start-up-Gründerinnen und Gründern aus Nigeria austauschen und ein ein deutsch-nigerianisch Wirtschaftsforum eröffnen. Ich freue mich, dass wir uns knapp in 3 Wochen schon wiedersehen, wenn wir am 20. November die Staats- und Regierungschefs des G20 Compact with Africa nach Berlin einladen. Der Compact will wichtige Privatsektorinvestitionen für die wirtschaftliche Entwicklung auf dem afrikanischen Kontinent mobilisieren. Zweitens wollen wir in Fragen zur regionalen Sicherheit enger zusammenarbeiten. Deutschland unterstützt in enger Partnerschaft bereits das Militär und die Polizei Nigerias und hilft dabei, das Gebiet rund um den Tschadsee zu stabilisieren. Auf diese Partnerschaft bauen wir auf. Gemeinsam geht es uns darum, die Demokratie und die Resilienz der Staaten in der Region zu stärken. Angesichts der wachsenden Bedrohung durch Terrorgruppen wird das immer wichtiger. Es bleibt dabei, dass wir uns dafür einsetzen, dass die verfassungsmäßige Ordnung im Nachbarland Niger wiederhergestellt wird. Danke deshalb auch an den Präsidenten für das große Engagement als ECOWAS-Vorsitzender in dieser Frage. Wir werden weiter unterstützend tätig sein. Ein weiteres wichtiges Element unserer Zusammenarbeit ist Punkt 3, unsere Energiepartnerschaft. Da geht es um Gas, aber eben auch um Wasserstoff als Gas der Zukunft, sauber und klimaneutral. Wir betreiben hier bereits ein Wasserstoffbüro und wollen auch insgesamt vorankommen beim Ausbau der erneuerbaren Energien. Viertens, und das ist wichtig, in Deutschland haben wir auch über Migration gesprochen. Klar, wir haben verschiedene Themen, die hier zusammengebracht werden müssen. Es geht zum einen um die Frage der Eröffnung von Möglichkeiten für Talente aus Nigeria in Deutschland berufstätig zu sein auf Basis legaler Migration. Und gleichzeitig geht es darum, dass die irreguläre Migration zurückgedrängt wird. Und das geht eben nur in enger Kooperation miteinander, zum Beispiel auch durch Migrationsabkommen, die miteinander abgeschlossen werden. Ich bin sehr froh, dass die Europäische Union sehr weit ist bei ihren entsprechenden Vorbereitungen. Und bei uns geht es darum, dass wir jetzt alles dafür tun, dass in beiderlei Hinsicht das gut funktioniert, mit denen, die kommen wollen, aber auch im Hinblick auf die Rückübernahme derjenigen, die nicht bleiben können. Das fügt sich gut zusammen und wir haben besprochen, das auch entsprechend voranzutreiben. Und der letzte Punkt, den ich hier ansprechen wird, ist, dass wir Nigeria als Innovationspartner verstehen, mit dem wir viele, viele Dinge gemeinsam tun. Da geht es um Hochschulkooperation und vieles andere. Und wir werden jetzt alles dafür tun, dass wir diese Möglichkeiten auch nutzen können. Ich bedanke mich nochmal für den Empfang.
With that, I welcome 2 members of the Nigerian press corps to address their question, following which 2 members of the German press corps will address their questions to the Federal Chancellor of Germany and the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Please go ahead.
Thank you. Thank you for your question, and this gives me the chance to go more into the details of what we already discussed. So you know there is a presidential power initiative which is very important for the further development of electricity grid in Nigeria. And this is, I think, a very important aspect which we all know about. There is already quite a big production capacity of electricity in Nigeria. Yes, there could be done more, but the most important question today is how to get the electricity that could be produced and is produced to the people and the business that
werden wird, zu den Leuten zu bringen.
And if you look at this very special idea of developing the grid for Nigeria, this is what this presidential power initiative is about. And we are very much willing to make this now happen.
Und wir sind gerne bereit,
and even in the last days.
lange
And this
getan.
is also very important for making this a big
Und das, was wir
success
jetzt
story
tun
of that importance
und weiter
as
tun
you raised
werden,
the
ist
question,
auch
it will be
wichtig
as important for
für die
the
Entwicklung dieses
development of
Projekts.
Nigeria as the one you
Das ist genauso wichtig wie das Projekt, auf das Sie
One
Bezug
more
genommen
question
haben.
from the Nigerian press corps.
Thank you very much. My name is Temitope Mustafa.
Thank you for all this special question. I can assure you, though your questions are already always directed to a very successful and very competitive company from Germany, that there are more here in my business delegation who are also very successful and willing to do business in Nigeria, invest their own money, and to be successful with this in growing the economy. As you know, there are already 17,000 employees and German companies working here, and there's a big willingness to increase this number. Someone said in this delegation debate we had today that this could be increased 10 times if the environment is working for this. On the railway sector, we have not gone into details, but I can tell you there is a big willingness to do this business all over the globe. And if someone orders, there is a willingness to deliver, and there is the technical competency to do so. And the German government would always join these activities of our private companies as we did in other countries, for instance in Egypt, but not just there. So the willingness to do this is a question that has to be decided in the countries that have the demands. The willingness to deliver the techniques produced in Germany is the one that we have, and our companies and businesses have as well. And so I really understand all your very strong questions as a demand, and I will tell the company, and we will join this.
2 questions, please, from the German press corps, beginning with this gentleman. Thank you.
Thank you very much. That is a very important question. Nigeria has a very high deposit of gas availability. The investment environment in liquid natural gas is improving. We have improved our business environment, and we are going through several reforms. The Chancellor and I had a very deep discussion on this, and be ready to encourage investment in our gas pipeline. The LNG also, to facilitate the shipment of liquefied gas to Europe, is well discussed and in advance. We have an eye on this. I will continue to promote the opportunity for the business growth and the partnership.
Thank you again for this question. And yes, there is really a strong industry on gas and oil also in Nigeria due to the natural resources. We know that there are much more resources, for instance, also on critical minerals, and there is a willingness to invest into this, especially the critical minerals. Looking at the question of gas supply, I think it is important that we use the capacities that there are in the world, and that we work very intensely on diversifying the production all over the globe, and especially where there are big resources, as there are in Nigeria. And if we are successful in giving the chance that there is more production in Nigeria, if there is a better chance for exporting the produced gas, for instance, to other places with enlarging the LNG capacities, as you mentioned here, I think this is also then a question for German companies to do their special private business and doing contracts with business companies here in Nigeria. And this is how it makes sense, developing the infrastructure for doing so, and then having the chance for private companies in doing their bilateral arrangements which are useful. And when these capacities are there on the market, this will have also an impact on the prices for gas globally, because these new and better capacities will then give the chance that there is more business to come, and giving the chance not to rely just on 1 or 2 or 3 countries where the gas is coming from, but to work with more. And I think this is the sense behind it. I'm also happy to see that there is now new production coming up here for doing the refinery and things like this, also in this country, for creating more jobs in Nigeria, and this is also in the sense of all of us.
Oh, please go ahead.
They have no right to asylum, and they don't go back because apparently your administration does not take them back. The question is, what are you going to do to solve this problem, and what do you expect in exchange from Germany to do to work on a better cooperation in this topic? Thank you.
If I may, thank you for your question. First, yes, we'd already discussed the topic, as I said in my first words here. And just to go into the details, it is important to have this agreement with the European Union. And I saw the willingness to come together with Nigeria and the European Union very soon. So this is the framework for what then is needed more also, and this is a very special agreement between Germany and Nigeria, which fits to this framework, but which is also solving the question that are important for our two countries. And the first is, yes, there is a need in Germany for people that have talent and that want to work in our country in a way which is a regular path for migrants. And we are working intensely in this field, and we want to get more progress and getting things detailed, agreed in detail. And the second is that part of this is also an agreement that those who have not the right to stay in my country can go back and should go back. And this is part of something that is a win-win story for the two countries. And in this sense, we had a debate, and I think we will fix it very soon.
Does that answer your question?
Please.
Are you satisfied?
No, sorry, no, did this answer my question? No, I was asking you what you expect in exchange from Germany for your country, and what are you going to do to, for example, to accept and to take back your nationals from Germany? I would like to hear your point of view on this question, please.
We had a very deep discussion on this, and you have to separate the economic refugee from real refugees. We have a program to work in partnership to really ensure migration and deepen the relationship in that area. I'm not making any demands. If they are Nigerian citizens, they are Nigerian citizens, and they are welcome back home. Nothing should send them away. We are ready to enter into partnership to improve our migration situation. Since other young and vibrant people can go through the process according to the immigration law of the country, to accept them, as long as they are of good behavior and good character. We are ready to work together in that direction. Thank you very much.
Your Excellencies, distinguished ladies and gentlemen of the press, this joint press conference has come to an end. At this juncture, the Federal Chancellor of Germany will be making his way